just shared the Keystroke CA screen. Are you seeing that?
Yep.
Perfect. So the reason we're coming here first is kind of one of the things that Ken was saying earlier is if you are a hosted customer or a SaaS customer, we already have tools to show you what that API URL is. Now, the link to events, the link to calendar, all of these products, including every single API-based add-on that not only we create, but ones that are created by Act Software directly or other partners, they all need 4 pieces of information. And that is actually relevant here because on our own website under the KQC customer tools, when you go to the Act Web API tester, it's going to ask you for those same 4 pieces of information. So I'm an Act user. I've got my Act database up here for your edification. This is the Act 2020 demo. This is the one that came with Act. And we're going to fill out these 4 pieces of information. So here's Chris Huffman. I've added a password to Chris here because I want to keep my demo database secure. The Act 2020 demo is the name of the database, and the web API URL is, well, what is it? And as a user that's a one-man shop, I may not understand what that is. And so let's kind of take a moment. I'm not going to discuss too much what API is, but I'd like to kind of say, how do I get this API URL? Well, since you're an Act subscriber, inside Act, there is a system called Act Connect, and this will allow you to generate an API URL, and this will open up a small tunnel to the Act Connect link service, and will generate that URL for you to put in the test or put into all of our apps or any other apps that you get that are API enabled. So under Act Connect on the right-hand side, there's here on step 2, it says find your Act Connect URL at the top of this screen. Well, there's an Act Connect URL up here. So it says otherwise you want to install it. So you click get it here, and it's going to open up in Internet Explorer, everybody's favorite browser. If you scroll down, you'll have a choice of installing either V18 or 19 or V20 and later. Now, before I click on either one of those, I do want to show you in Chrome, if it does open up in any browser that's not Internet Explorer, and you go to click on a link, there's a chance it's just going to flash at you and not do anything. I just want to let you know that if it's not Internet Explorer, you just see a flash, you'll have to right-click on that link and click Save Link As. That's because the file isn't being delivered securely. But to save some time, I went ahead and I've downloaded this already. So I'm just going to start the installer. So this is the file that's downloaded. It's just Act Connect link setup. And you don't even have to close Act for this. But I'm going to accept the agreement, and we're going to go through the install together. Now, as I stated earlier, this does create a tunnel to a service. And that tunnel you may want to contact if you have an IT representative. We may have to contact them just to make sure they've opened up that port, and all that information on those ports can be found in the firewall and antivirus KB over at help.act.com. So the installation's finishing up right now. It does take just a minute to finish up as it's installing a system called node.js. And that's it. Now, I haven't closed out of Act, but what I am going to do is I'm going to hit F5 on my keyboard to refresh. And you'll see at the top of the page, there's a new section. And right here, it gives the new API URL that was assigned to me. So if I click right here to copy this URL to my clipboard, if we head back over into the API tester, as long as everything works out okay, as soon as I hit submit, it should tell me that everything's good. And there it is. Logged into the web API successfully, your credentials are correct. So that's how you as a regular premium user can get that API URL. Now you can plug this into all of the products that Ken showed earlier. You can plug it into some of our others. So we recently released a free version of Handheld Contact that you can use that same API URL and get your data for your contacts directly, or any other API-driven add-on or application that's created by another publisher. And that's it.
All right, thanks. So as you can see, this is accessible to hosted customers, SaaS customers, and desktop customers alike. What we found is that a lot of people just were, too scared. It just seemed like it was technically out of reach for them. Well, you just saw Billy run an installer and then copy something to the clipboard. And then suddenly he had an API address that he can use for this. Now, there's a couple of practical realities that you should be mindful of. You don't want to set this up on a laptop. You don't want to set it up on a computer that's going to have, heavy power management that's going to, go to sleep every 5 minutes. You're going to want to have it on a computer, a regular computer, Windows 10 computer, that is just running consistently, because the service has to connect obviously to the internet on a consistent basis. But aside from that, it's as simple as you just saw Billy demonstrate it. And if this is accessible to you, all the API tools are accessible to you. So the link to calendar, the link to contact. I'm just going to take back the, let's see, I'll make myself the presenter. Okay, and then I'll share my screen. Okay, why is my screen not coming in here? Okay, there it is. Okay, so now let's pull up a browser. Okay, we'll go to keystroke.ca. And a recent addition that we added to the homepage is Act CRM SaaS compatible add-ons, which is basically all of our API tools. So as you can see, link to calendar, Act for mail. This is basically the API version of our very popular Act for Outlook. And when I say very popular, I mean the most popular Act add-on of all time. Thousands and thousands have been sold. The Web Planner, which is an online project management tool that now tightly integrates with Act. Okay, opt-in manager for harvesting your opt-in permissions and harvesting and validating your email, your database. So it will actually integrate with a Bright Verify. Okay, you still have to pay Bright Verify the fee for checking on a per email basis, which is like 1 penny per email, but you can actually have it go in and check your entire database to see which email addresses are valid, which ones aren't. Okay, then you've got link to events, link to forms, and you've got the Handheld Contact API and the free Handheld Contact Lite. Okay, these are all tools that are now accessible to you as a user of the API, a user of the Act Web API. So whether you're hosted or on SaaS and getting that address from someone else, or a desktop user setting up in 1 minute like Billy did, all these programs are equally accessible to you. So I hope that helps demystify it, because really one of the main themes of a lot of the campaigns you're going to hear us putting forward in the coming weeks and months is really stressing that the API is the secret weapon of Act. You saw me complete a form and have the responses immediately recorded in Act. There's nothing that you can do with the desktop product through, say, an SDK product that can write to the data that fast, least of all to a central hosted database. And this works with all of them. It works with local desktops, works with hosted, and it works with SaaS. So I hope that this helps not only showcase the features of the Link to Forms product, which we're really, really excited about, but also demystifies a little bit the API technology. And with that, Vic, I'll just do a quick pulse check to see if there's any additional questions.
No questions at this time.
Fantastic. So we're coming up right to the top of the hour. We want to be respectful of everyone's time. We booked just an hour. So thank you very much. This session is being recorded, and we will be posting it on our website. If you're curious to see where we post our recordings, it's very simple. You scroll down. Here's our keystroke training videos, and it will be down towards the bottom. Okay. So with that, I'll thank everyone and let them get back to the day. Remember, this is an account-based product, and it only costs $10 a month billed annually, which I think you'll agree adds a significant value to your, your Act CRM use. So thank you very much and have a great day.